on an ongoing status quo normal or with the new normal, what do you think some of those recurring themes in risk management for nonprofits tend to be? Where are those common pain points?
We actually have a lot of data about this because we work in many communities across the United States. And each time we go into a community, we use a standard survey tool. And so you're right, COVID has illustrated a number of background risks and created
Hmm.
some risks that we didn't know about before. But COVID is kind of like the tide going out close to a reef. All it's doing is showing that the reef was always there. And that
Hmm.
reef has some things that you would expect, Tasha, from your experience as a CFO. Fundraising, 74% of
Hmm.
nonprofits will say that that's their top issue is funding on an ongoing basis. That's going to
Hmm.
become more of an issue over the next 6 months because COVID money is going to dry up while we're trying to transition back to traditional models. So that'll stay there and get sharper. But
Hmm.
then once you get past that, you get into a series of things that are things like talent management and talent development, which raise their head in a variety of ways. Sometimes it's because the organization is very flat, and so there aren't a lot of places to promote someone.
Hmm.
COVID has thrown that into relief because all of the processes of interacting with employees has been virtual. So that's become more of an issue, but it's always been an issue. And then the other one that comes up all the time, and I bet this comes up with you too, is uh, organizations will say that they need to take the time to get information out of their key personnel's
Hmm.
heads and into simple policies and procedures so
Hmm.
that they don't suffer a brain drain when someone walks out the door. And so I'm sure you hear that in the financial function
Yes.
constantly, where if you lose a CFO, you are up a creek without a paddle. I'm sure that's why a lot of organizations come to you to have that support, in part because of the continuity. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that it's interesting when you mentioned like talent development, some of the processes. What this past year has been a theme with a lot of the people that are calling to talk with me about their financial structure is, for one, identifying the fact that a lot of their stuff is physical location, dependent, right? So everything's in the office, and they don't know how to keep the wheels moving, despite their office not being available. So the whole idea of a disaster management, what is it called? Disaster recovery
Yep, business
plan.
continuity, sure.
Yeah,